Ready. It is right. Call this meeting to order of the Millinocket Town Council on November 27th, 2023. May I have a roll call?
You may. Counselor Danforth.
Here.
Counselor Dumais. Excused.
Excused.
Counselor Higgins.
Present.
Counselor Mackin.
Present.
Chair Madore.
Present.
Council McGowan.
Present.
Counselor Pelletier.
Here.
Would you please all stand and remove your hats and join us in the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Manager, any adjustments to the agenda?
Yes, sir. Just an addition in supporting materials to the manager's report in the form of a library report and an update to order number 266 regarding the chair committee appointments.
Thank you. Seeking approval of the minutes for the October 25th executive session, November 13th, 2023 organization.
So moved.
Looking for a second. It's been by Councilor Danforth, second by Councilor Higgins. All in favor? It's unanimous. All righty. Let's move to the manager's report.
I'm not going to talk much this evening, and it's mostly because just go ahead and open it and then hit the mute button on, or turn your speakers all the way off or down as far as you can. Testing. Echo,
I was gonna say, you don't have to say much.
do you want me to help? Check. I'm not gonna talk a whole lot because I don't have a whole lot of voice to work with tonight. So there's a lot of information in my report per usual. However, I'll go over a few higher level things and then encourage anyone who wants to dive more into the weeds with me to visit our website where you can get the full version of this report. It's also included in the agenda meeting packets. So within Public Works, there's quite a bit of good training happening now. I know the team's happy about the new training opportunities that have been coming up under the new administration of the program. So recently they did a shared chainsaw safety class with East Millinocket and Medway Public Works. That was a successful training. There's a picture, I think, within the packet that I included. And then also several of them include participated in roadway fundamentals locally, and then ice and snow control is one that some of our teammates are going to be, well, they actually at this point they did it last week. We have to keep in mind that you know we've had several very long-term tenured employees from that department retire over the past year or so. So you know we have to keep in mind, and we saw some proof of it, you know, last week in that first snowstorm, that we have some rookies on the team. We have some folks that are learning their plow trucks and their routes still. And we have, on top of that, we have some aging equipment, and we are without a mechanic at this point. So there are things that are happening that are out of our control, and we're doing everything we can to make sure, the team gets the support that they need and the training and all that. On top of, hoping to make that mechanics position as desirable as we can within the next few months as we look into those union contracts. So we're hopeful that we can fix some of those issues along the way. Continuing about some snow removal and plowing. The trucks need a lot of room to get around in the streets. So we are at a point now where we're encouraging, everyone to stop parking on the streets, especially during any type of snow or precipitation where they need to be out there. We've had many discussions lately with officers that handle Millinocket through EMPD. Those laws and local codes will be enforced this winter. There will be tickets issued. There will be vehicles towed. So please keep that in mind. We need those roadways to be open, safe, and clear for not only the plow trucks, but for anybody out walking around or driving their own vehicles. The 2011 trash trailer, that hydraulic compactor trailer that we have for the transfer site has just finished being rebuilt locally by Pelletier Manufacturing. They did an excellent job on that trailer, and the work that they did will stretch many more years out of the life of that trailer. We had one of them refurbished last year and one of them refurbished this year, both in the ballpark of about $35,000 each for the rebuilds. It's a necessary piece of equipment, and we were looking at potentially having to buy new ones at over $100,000 each. So knowing that we could have them refurbished locally for a third of the price or less, and get as many years out of it as we're expected to, we're really happy with that decision and the work that we can have done here in Millinocket by a local business. This is kind of a joint update, so involves code enforcement, public works, and myself. So with the relocation of Dunkin' Donuts or the upcoming relocation of Dunkin' Donuts from the Circle K facility to the neighboring property that was originally Dunkin' Donuts many years. It's funny how things come full circle, huh? We have a meeting coming up a couple of weeks out with representatives from Dunkin' and from the state DOT and a few other offices that will come up, and we'll have to meet and discuss traffic patterns and flows. This is something that's standard with any relocation of Dunkin' Donuts franchises throughout the state. And they have to have, because of the traffic backup from their drive-through lines, they have to have some extra stringent discussions beforehand. So we'll talk about how that traffic's going to work out, and if any adaptations need to be made to the property or the roadway. As most of you know, that roadway is not a town of Millinocket road per se. It's a state Department of Transportation route, Route 11, 157. Over at the airport, we have an opportunity to slightly repurpose some capital improvement budgeted funds from this year. We had included in that capital improvement plan some funding for a new blower for the tractor, and was it a brush? It was just the brush. Blower and the brush. But what we've realized over time since that budget was created, that what we really need to replace is the plow for the airport pickup. So our intention is, and I believe it's justifiable, but I want to run it by you guys and get some insight first. Though the line item is titled brush, it's still a property maintenance and snow removal piece of equipment. We'd like to take advantage of an opportunity that's in front of us where we can buy it and have it installed in the near future as the storms are starting to roll in. This is something I'm still just unfamiliar with, but if the council feels that it's necessary to have an order to change the title of the purchase on that line, we can certainly come back on the 14th to do that. But we'd really like to take advantage of it at this point.
Mr. Manager, what would be the difference between the price of the brush and price of the plow? Or is there any difference?
I'm gonna have Jeff answer that. We can do it within the same allotment of funds.
Okay.
I know that much.
Jeff Campbell, Airport Manager. Yeah, it's less than the money for the brush. We can get a brand new XV V-plow, Fisher V-plow for the truck for $8,300. We have $8,500 set aside for that broom.
Excellent.
So I can do it for $200 less if you guys approve. The first thing I thought of when we talked about this is it's a 2002 truck and it's a 2002 plow, but we've put a bunch of money in the truck. The truck's got a new transmission, the body's been fixed and everything else. So I know we can get a few years out of the truck. So I asked the dealer about changing the plow to a new truck. If we were to buy a new truck in the future, no problem at all. So say we've got a 3 or 4 year old plow, we can put it on a new truck if we need to. So it's not like it would go with the truck.
Okay.
So I think it's worthwhile doing it. It's a couple $100.
Thank you. Do you want to just do this by straw poll to see if we have?
Yeah, I mean, with your historical knowledge, I'd look to
would-
see if that does require an official council order. If not, then I'm happy with straw poll.
No.
I think it's justifiable with the same type of equipment.
It's the same, it's under the same department, and it's the same type of, basically, it's equipment that goes with it. So, Councilor Pelletier?
Yeah, I wouldn't think that the budget has specification to the detail of what equipment is being bought. It must be under an equipment line.
Well, the capital improvement budget
It's part of
does
the capital improvement.
Yes.
budget.
does identify what equipment will be purchased, not down to the model or, but it says, airport snow brush.
Well, if the description is general enough, it's within your purview to use it as long as it's within budget.
Excellent.
And it stays within the department. So I think just a straw poll would be enough.
Sure.
All those in favor of allowing the switch between the brush and plow? It's unanimous.
Cool.
So you're all
Thank
set.
you
Yeah,
for
thank you.
your input on that. I'm gonna jump ahead to a couple of updates from fire and ambulance, and then I will pass things back over. Chief Cody has been participating in marathon emergency management planning meetings with East Monaca Police Department and Penobscot County Emergency Management. They have great plans in place for the weekend, and I think that we're gonna probably see even more effort there than maybe in the past, with who will be around and who will be there to help and how many teams we have locally. We'll have a team stationed for fire, a team stationed for EMS. We'll have a special team dedicated to the marathon and more. Chief Cody, we continue to find ways that we're grateful to have somebody like Chief Cody on our team. He's trained to train in so many different areas with all his education and background. So, in after what had happened recently in Lewiston and in that area, he and I decided it's about time that our municipal staff had active shooter training. So turns out John's an active shooter training certified professional. So we were able to close down early one afternoon, bring the entire municipal team in minus just several, do the classroom part of the active shooter training together. And then we broke up. So, the first hands-on training for that was the municipal building staff. So we did that in the hallways and in our offices. And so we're all have a little more peace of mind when that comes up. And then, Chief Cody will be working with the other department heads from different locations to go do the hands-on piece of that training at, the airport and at Public Works, wastewater, that sort of thing. So very, very thankful for him. And really, I'm also very thankful about the turnout and the eagerness to participate from the team. I thought it went really well. It was our first kind of big mandatory training since I had been in this role, and I really think it went pretty well. And you know what? And somehow we ended up being able to have a little bit of fun and get a few laughs. It's amazing what can happen. Yeah, you should see me exit the front. And then last but not least, we are fully staffed in our fire and EMS department. We're fully staffed for 2-person crew, 24 hours a day for the first time in, I can't tell you how long. So we are very, very happy about that and appreciative of the support of the council as we tried to grow that team back to where it should be. We certainly hope you'll have the same compassion while we talk about increasing the Public Works crew coming up. And that completes my report for the evening. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. Any comment on the manager's report, the council? Seeing none, down to the public. Back to the council. All right, let's move on. Councilor Danforth, will you please read order number 264-2023?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, order number 264-2023, providing for execution of the town warrant for November 27th, 2023. It is ordered that the town warrant for November 27th, 2023 in the amount of $130,036.80 is hereby approved.
Do I have a second? Second. Motion made by Councilor Danforth, second by Councilor Higgins. Any council discussion? Councilor Danforth.
Yeah, I have a few heavy hitters I can share
Okay.
with you.
Thank you for sharing.
$3,970.68 Dead River, that's for diesel fuel. $35,596.75 Hoyle, Tanner and Associates, that's part of the airport runway design team work. $3,342.59 Maine Municipal Association. $10,240.33 Municipal Waste Solutions. Let me see, I've got another one here. $9,779.14 Versant Power.
Very good, thank you. Go for the vote. All those in favor of approving order number 264-2023? Opposed? It passes unanimously. Councilor Higgins, could I please have you read order 265-2023?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Order number 265-2023, providing for execution of the wastewater warrant for November 27th, 2023. Is ordered that the wastewater warrant for November 27th, 2023 in the amount of $26,802.71 is hereby approved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Higgins, second Councilor Danforth. Council discussion.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I have some heavy hitters.
You, by all means, please share.
$1,063.26. Creative digital imaging for postage for sewer bills. $2,540.01, Town of Millinocket wastewater fuel and sewer maintenance, $2,967.10. Town of Millinocket, that's sewer maintenance. $8,366.96, Pierce Atwood LLP, for legal consulting. $8,130.46, Versant Power, and that's for the fee.
Thank you very much. Any discussion on the order? About the public? Those in favor? It's unanimous. Councilor McGowan, I please have you read order 66-2023.
Yes, thank you. Order number 266-2023, providing for approval of appointments to Town of Millinocket Council Chair Committees. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council approves the appointment and/or extend the appointments of committee members as revised and described in the attached document.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor McGowan, second by Councilor Danforth. Council discussion on the order. I assume everything is in order for everyone to see the committee as they stand right now? Yes. The other one. No, you're right where you are. We good? All right. Any further discussion? On the public? On Zoom? Back to the council, all those in favor? It's unanimous. Thank you. Councilor Pelletier, will you please read order 267-2023?
Order 267-2023, providing for approval of application for appointment to the Personnel Appeals Board. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council approves the appointment of Matthew Bragdon to the Personnel Appeals Board for a 3-year term to expire November 2026. Note, Mr. Bragdon's application was received on November 9th, 2023, and is the only application on file. The board currently has 2 full-term vacancies.
Second.
Okay, the motion was made by Councilor Pelletier, second by Councilor McGowan. Any council discussion on the order? Down to the public. On Zoom. I want to thank Councilor Bragdon, former Councilor Bragdon, for his interest in serving on this. Committee boards are always important to the town of Millinocket, and I'm glad to see that he's still keeping his hand in it, even though he may not be a councilor. He's still going to be active in municipal service. So with saying that, all those in favor of order 2267-2023? It's unanimous. Councilor Mackin, can I please have you read order 268-2023?
Order 268-2023, providing for approval of street closures for Millinocket Marathon. Whereas the Millinocket Marathon is scheduled to take place December 2nd, 2023, and whereas the closure of Penobscot Avenue is necessary for the safety of the race participants and its spectators. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council approves the street closures of Penobscot Avenue from Central Street up through Katahdin Avenue on Saturday, December 2nd, 2023, starting at 7 a.m. and ending at 5 p.m. and briefly close the intersection of Katahdin Avenue and Poplar Street at the start of the race.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Mackin, second by Councilor McGowan. Any further discussion on the order? Seeing none, anything from the public? On Zoom? Back to the council, all those in favor? It's unanimous. Reports and committees and communication, warrant committee for December 14th, council meeting will be Councilor Dume and Chair Madore. Do we have any chair committee reports? Counselor Danforth.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to mention that December 5th. Did I just say that? December? We're almost there?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So December 5th, I know, is our next age-friendly committee meeting at the library at 2 p.m. And also some of the age-friendly work that we're doing. We're going to have presents at the Elks Senior Christmas Party on December 9th. Watch out for that. I mean, people are good.
Yeah.
We all can go. Look at that. But yeah, and so I don't know if I remember, we're all invited as part of the committee. So
There.
we have some of these food packets. They're black beans and rice. It's Southwestern style, so they're spicy, or you can choose not to use a spice packet. But we have quite a quantity to give away for folks that are there and want to grab 1, 2, or 3 on their way out. So that's a partnership we have in the University of New England and some of our age-friendly work. So I wanted to put a plug in for that. So,
Okay.
thank you.
Any other chair committee reports? Seeing none. Now we're down to the 2-minute public comment. And this time we will have anybody from the public that wishes to address the council. You have 2 minutes. We will not engage in debate or anything, but you have questions, we will try to get them answered by the next council meeting. So anybody have anything that they want to share with public comment? Seeing no one? Very good. I am looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Excellent. Motion made by Councilor Danforth, second by Councilor McLaughlin. Any council discussion? Look at that. How about the public? Back to the council. All those in favor? I thank you all. Gotta make it real. Gotta hit the gavel. It doesn't count.